Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the MOA Library. We're doing gentle yoga. My name is Joan. And as we start our class today, in an easy seated position, whatever that is that's comfortable for you. You can sit cross-legged, you can sit with your legs extended, feet together. Just for a moment, wherever your hands are, just let them rest. Sit up as tall as you can. If you're comfortable, close your eyes and just take a breath. Notice where you are. Where are your thoughts? How do you feel? What did you do before you came? What do you anticipate that you will do next? And instead of focusing on all of that, just focus on the inhale and the exhale of the breath. Just your natural breath. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And letting yourself settle. Getting rid of the things that can be distractions and bringing you to a place where you can reflect inwardly, calm the mind, create space around the heart, prepare the body to move, to stretch. And as you breathe in and you breathe out right here, just bring your fingertips now out to the side, fingertips resting on the mat, and just lift up gently. Bring your shoulders back and down. And feel like you're a human triangle. The base is wide, you're balanced, you're supported. Your energy is moving up through the spine, all the way up and out through the crown of the head. You're asking yourself to connect, to focus on what it is you need to receive from your practice today, to set your intention on something that will help you, heal you, allow you to feel supported and balanced, to create this space where you can be who you are and who you are meant to be, because that is enough. And as you breathe in now, return your palms up and bring that energy all the way up. If you can, keep your eyes closed, that's great. Otherwise, your gaze is soft and down. And bring your fingertips together and then soften the shoulders. And as you breathe here, feel like you're moving up into the space above your head to let go of anything that's distracting and making and clearing way for a new thought. And now we're just going to open up, and just like a funnel, we're just going to open up, sink the shoulders lower again, and rotate. And just gently look down to the right knee. And then inhale, lift up. And we begin to prepare the spine by moving in its 6 directions. Side to side, we'll do a few of these. Inhale, lift up, fill yourself up. Exhale, let go of what no longer serves you. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. One more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Let go. Last one. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Let go. Now as I bring my arms up this time, right arm down, I look under the left arm and I just roll over as much as I would like, opening up through the side body, giving myself an opportunity to stretch all the way from however I'm seated, all the way up and out under the arm and to the fingers. Feeling that sense of letting go of the things that constrict or are tight, and then come back to neutral, and you're just going to bring yourself as far forward as you can. As you come forward, just resting, if it's comfortable for you, on your forearms. Say, take a breath. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Don't go too far. We're still warming up the body. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Slide your hands back. Bring your hands right to your knees. And now just stir the pot. Ask yourself to move out of the space you're in so that you can make space for more things. Opportunity, pure potentiality, happiness, joy, peace, contentment, courage, healing. And then relax by slowly going the other way. Now, as you sit where you are, look down, notice which leg is in the front if you're sitting in a cross-legged pose, and you're going to switch the leg because tendency is to always choose the side that's more comfortable. The opposite side, especially for me, is a little more of a challenge. Pay attention to how it feels in your knees, in your hip flexors, how it affects your posture. And we're going to do it again. So we inhale and we lift up, and we exhale and we float. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, let it go. So we want to create this balance. What are the things that make us comfortable? What are the things that make us uncomfortable? And can we move through the discomfort to find a place of comfort? Last one on this side, inhale, exhale. Inhale, lift, exhale. Bring both arms up, right arm down, left arm over. And back and forth. And see how it feels. Remember, when we do things, we train the body. This is how we feel first time. Second time, body says, okay. And then third time, you begin to build memory within your body. Last one, come forward, lift up, stretch up, exhale. Elbows resting on the floor if that's comfortable, and see where you are. Pay attention to the lower back. And then inhale, lift up, exhale, come down. Inhale, exhale. This can be particularly tough for the lower back and for the knees, so you only go as far as is comfortable. Bring yourself up gently, stir the pot. As you move around now, notice this side as you go around in a circle, any spot that you may feel you have a little glitch. And when you come to the back of the circle, you pause and reset the circle, go the other way. Beautiful. Now we're going to come off, because we've been sitting, if you're sitting in cross-legged pose, we're going to come off and just extend our legs and let them stretch. Give your knees a little massage. Flex your feet gently. Don't overstretch. Ask yourself for flexibility, for mobility, for ease. Lift your legs, fingers underneath, back of the legs. Move some lymphatic fluids. Get rid of that sense of heaviness maybe in the legs. Good. Massage the tops of the thighs, just back and forth gently. Warming up the legs. Come to the sides of the legs, hips to knees. Remember, no big pressure on the knees. Come down, lift the right leg and massage the whole circumference of the lower leg. And then we switch to the other side and breathe. Massage the knees. Come to the back, massage a little more. See if you can bring the soles of the feet together gently and not too far out. So we want to just begin to rock into this place where we feel like a top. We're rocking from side to side, being mindful to keep the line connecting from the spine at the base to the crown of the head, shoulders down and away from the ears. And you just rock right here. Pause, pause. Now I'm going to lift my knees up and curl back just a little bit. And then inhale. Just like a flower, lifting and blooming, reaching for the sun, grounding down through the base of the spine. Inhale, lifting up. Last one, curl back and lift up. Come to neutral and rock a little more. So be mindful not to overstretch the hip flexors. The psoas muscle connects right from the groin, comes to the side of the body and underneath the diaphragm. So we want this balance where we're stretched, but not overstretched. So we can take a deeper breath. Let the left leg be long. Bring that right leg. And notice how you feel. Notice how your weight is as you sit here, right here. See if you can feel how much weight is in the left hip as opposed to the right. And we're going to hold the right shin with the right hand. Left hand comes out and straight from the knee. I'm sorry, straight from the hip, and we rock. So we just open up a little bit into the sitting bones and the pelvic girdle, giving a little twist through the lower back. Being mindful, we're still warming up the body. Breathe. And then pause and notice, has that created just that created a little shift? I'm going to open the leg and let it rest. So my arm rests gently, and I relax into the back body, and then I slide that leg long. Just that leg is already a little longer, and I haven't even done the other side. So now I hold this side. I pause. I see how I'm feeling. Now be mindful, you want space between the legs. So if your leg is here, look at the angle, knee to ankle. You want the heel in line with the buttock. Right hand comes right out from the hip like an outrigger, and we just roll this side. Make it small and gentle. Remember, you always are mindful of knee and hip replacements or injuries, doing only what's comfortable for you. And then pause. Bring that leg out to the number 4 and let it rest. Sit up nice and tall. Pay attention. Are your shoulders leaning forward? See if you can bring yourself up just a little taller through the spine. And relax the jaw. See if your jaw is clenching. Soften through the face. And then slide that leg right down and measure. Flex your feet. Bring your knees up. Your legs or your heels are a little wider than hip distance, and now we rock here. So putting a little bit of pressure into the heel helps to open also the pelvic girdle. So this is an acupressure point for the back, for how you sit and you breathe. Good. I'm going to swing my legs, so I'm going to just, doesn't matter which side you go, we're just going to swing around, come right up into our table. Line yourself up so that your wrists are in line with the shoulders. Your toes are tucked. Roll your head a little bit. Make sure your neck's not tight. Flatten the back and tuck up the belly muscle so you're really feel strong and balanced. And feel the 4 quadrants here. Right hand, left hand, right knee, left knee. And feel the toes. Now we're just going to rock. Slowly back and forth, head is staying up. If you have issues where your knees are very sensitive or you've had injuries or replacements, please be mindful. Put a blanket or some kind of soft prop underneath there to protect your knees if that applies. And now when I come back, I want to sit back as far as I can and just rock a little bit. So when I activate through the feet, I also activate the acupressure points there as well. I stretch through the bottoms of the soles of the feet, and I want to feel the sensation of creating a release, especially if I have plantar fasciitis, or I have neuropathy, or have poor circulation in general, or arthritis. Give yourself an opportunity to notice how it feels. Pause, come back to neutral, lift your feet, wiggle your toes. As you wiggle your toes, pedal the feet. Good. Tuck your toes when you're ready, and we're going right into a first dog, and we just make it small. We invite the body to extend through the spine, and we tuck up, and we tuck the toes, and we lift with the breath, and we exhale and tuck up into the spine. And every time I do it, if it's comfortable for me, maybe I can extend it, make it a little deeper. You make it the expression of the pose that you need for yourself today. 2 more, and see where you are and how you feel as you move the spine. Last one. Breathe. Come to neutral. Tuck the toes. Now I'm going to take my right hand, I'm going to bring it behind me. Let that hand rest palm side up. at the base of the spine. My head is an extension of the spine. I inhale and I hinge like I'm opening a book, and I inhale and I lift up and I release. And lift up and release. One more. And lift up and release. Now I want to add to this, so I'm going to bring my right arm and hook it underneath as I prepare for threading the needle. And I sweep out. Now I can stop midway, or I can bring my arm up as far as is comfortable for me. And I'll do 3 of these. 2, 3. Now when I come forward, this time I'm going to let my forearm rest. My palm is up. I'm going to stretch my left arm, maybe move back a little bit, release the feet so they're flat, and just stretch underneath that arm. Before I bring it all the way down, if I choose, I slide that arm underneath and I bring myself down as low as I can go, and I thread that needle. As I thread the needle right here, I release hip to shoulder, from shoulder to the fingers. My palm is up, so I'm receiving the benefit of my pose. I'm grounding myself down with the hand that's extended. And I ask myself, how do I feel here? If it's uncomfortable, I get out of it. Slide that extended arm back. Gently lift yourself up, pause. Now bring yourself right like a frog, and now we're just going to rock the shoulders a little bit before we go to the other side. And just rock it out. Take your time. Come to neutral, come right back up onto your hands and knees. Be mindful how you feel. We're going to take that left hand, bring it right to the base of the spine. Breathe. Lift and release. And notice anything that shifts, that pops, that moves. Nothing in pain. Last one. If I choose, I'm going to release that left arm, slide it underneath to begin the threading of the needle. Remember, I can stop midway, or I can bring it all the way up, in and out. Breathe. And then pause, bring it down. I'm going to bring myself back, extend that arm. So I'm going to prop that arm in front, stretch that right arm. Stretch back a little bit, see if I have a little more space before I thread the arm underneath if I choose. Now remember, you can always put a prop, a blanket, a towel, a block underneath your head if you need a lift. And as you breathe in and you breathe out right here, again, notice palm up, palm down, gentle twist, opening through the shoulders, releasing through the side of the head, softening through the neck, relaxing through the throat. Breathe. Inhale, slide that extended arm back, bring it up, just like a gentle forward hand position, small movement here. Just like we're just rocking out the shoulders we've just stretched. Good, and then while we're here, we'll come back to neutral. Widen the hands as wide as the mat. Adjust your feet. And now we bring it as big or as small as we want. So we push up and bring it down, ear to the mat. Inhale, you make it as big or as small. You don't want to go that far. Then you keep it what's most comfortable for you. Or you bring it all the way as low as you want. Breath. Now when I push with my hands, I'm creating a little resistance without snapping the elbows. I want to feel that sense of control as I inhale, lift up. Exhale, soften it. Inhale, exhale, one more set. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale. Come back to neutral. Just rest on your forearms. Widen the legs if that's comfortable. And you're just going to shift. Shift your weight right and left. See if you can Open up through the shoulders, through those hip flexors. Take a breath. Good, pause. And then pick any variation of your child's pose that you would like. You want to put your arms extended. You want to do one potato, two potato. You want to extend your hands, one palm on top of the other. You pick what it is that you need. And you let the body reset. You slow down the nervous system. You ask to make connections between the lower and the upper body, the right and the left. You release the busyness of the mind. If your head can comfortably touch the mat, your forehead, you can rock your head a little bit from side to side. You soften the shoulders down and away from the ears. And then slide back. Your hands come back gently, come right back up onto your table. We've been here for a while, so we're going to come off our legs. So we're going to bring the right foot forward. And then press forward into that standing leg, lift and step forward into your forward fold. And for just a breath or two, just hang right here, stretching out. Keep the knees soft. Breathe. And then from the bottom of the spine, we ripple back up. Head comes up last. We've been down for a while, so be mindful if you have high or low blood sugar, blood pressure. You want to adjust yourself, slowly rolling around like a hula hoop, moving around in a circle, keeping the knees soft. And then pause and reverse your circle. And I'm just going to lift and bend and lift. So I'm looking at a spot that's on the floor, and I'm asking my body to shift, but keep my balance. See if you can lift it up a little more. Pause. Roll. See if you can roll it bigger. Keep your eyes locked on a spot that's not moving. 2, 3. Reverse your circle. 1, 2, 3. Come up, stand with your feet hip distance, and feel your legs. Now, we've been on our legs for a while, so we sweep. Inhale, lift up, stretch it up. Stretch like you're a cat. See if you can move that sensation of length all the way up from the feet to the fingers. If you here, bring it down. Go across. Good. Bring it down. Shake it out. Bring it up. Bring it out. Bring it down. Come right into your Tadasana, your mountain pose, and feel what sensations you've activated here. And as you breathe right here, you're going to take that right leg and you're going to step it just a little wider. Heels are in, toes are out. So your feet are creating a little wider base. I'm going to sink from my hips. Knees are coming over the toes. Arms are coming out. I come down and up. So I want to clear the earth of the things that make me feel stuck. And I want to clear the heavens, the things that create that sense of heaviness and distraction. Now, you can keep it as big or as small. You can bring it lower. That's going to bring you into a squat. You make it the expression of the pose that you want. Breathe. Last one, up. When I bring it up, I'm going to stretch. Bring that right elbow back. Stretch that left arm over. See if I can deepen that stretch. Bend the knee over the toes. Move the hips. Keep the feet grounded. Pause. With your legs wide, little circle. 3, and then 3 the other way. Shake it out. Come right back into your Tadasana. Now feel that. See if you can roll the shoulders. Bring it up, back, and around. So whatever the weight is that you carry on your shoulders, the things that you carry in your thoughts, inhale, and then let it go. Inhale, lift up, and let it go. One more. And then right back to your Tadasana and see how that feels. Feel your posture. Engage your lower belly. Lift up through the sternum. Let your chin slightly recede back so you feel like you're extending up through the crown of the head. And as you breathe right here, we're going to reverse. So now reverse the movement of the shoulders. Roll it around forward. Get your elbows and your arms moving. Feel that space between the shoulder blades. Breathing in and letting it go with the exhale. A couple more here. And then just roll it right forward into your forward fold. See where you can comfortably touch. You do not necessarily have to touch the mat. This is a big release up through the spine. Bend the knees slightly. Roll up the spine, one vertebra at a time. Let your head come up last. Come back to your Tadasana. Nothing can knock you down. You're strong, you're balanced, you're supported. You're at the height of a mountain. Now we just want to roll the palms, bring it all the way up. Go right into temple pose. Back 3 fingers cross. Index fingers touch, thumbs cross. Stretch it up, wiggle it up. And then soften the shoulders. And we go side to side. Doesn't matter which side you start. We're doing both. So we go from temple pose to crescent moon. And we move through that whole side body gently. Keep the knees soft. Don't lock the joints. Breathe. When I come back to the right side, I'm going to release that right arm. I'm going to look up under the left. I'm going to shake this arm out. Then I'll sweep it up and other side. And bring it up. Sink the shoulders a little lower. See if I have a little more space. And now rock again. See if you feel like you've moved stuff that's stuck. Sometimes you don't even know what you're holding. A couple more here. When you come back to the right side, release that arm. See if you can bend a little deeper. Let your fingertips touch the side of your leg. And notice if it's the same from one side to the other. 2 more. 1 more. Keep the knees soft. Bring it all the way up. Gentle back bend, forward fold, and just let it all go. And now see how you are. See if you're a little lower. Wiggle it out. Shake it out. Move it around. Mix it up. Slide your hands right up to the front of the thighs. Step a little wider. And now rock the shoulders. So we roll right shoulder to the left foot, left to the right. Bend the knee. I'm keeping my gaze soft and to the floor. Now, if I want more, my option would be to add the arms. So as my left leg rotates, I can bring my left arm diagonally, thumb up. Opposite direction. Rotate through the shoulder, thumb down. Palm up. Palm down. And then just come right back to how we started and see how that feels. Feel that stretch through the calves. Breathe. Come to neutral. If you need to adjust your stance, you can. My feet are going to be parallel. I'm going to sink down, let my arms rest. Now I'm going to hold either my wrists or I make a little stitch with my hand and I can rock a little lower here. Keep the shoulders down and away from the ears, head up. Don't let the head drop forward. And then release, roll the spine and bring it up. Bring the arms all the way up Arms are soft and down. Bend, fingers up and fingers down. And move through the wrists. Elbows are soft. Feel that sensation of pulling energy up and connecting back down so you have this balance between the lower and the upper body. Now, let's widen it like we're a bird. So we're going to inhale, feel that sense of flight, that sense of lifting up out of the space where you're stuck. And last one, up, and we bring it right down. Now, if you're comfortable, I'm going to widen my feet at an angle. Left arm rests right on the thigh. Now, I can stay right here, shoulder back, or I can sweep it all the way up into side angle pose. And I breathe and let it go. And sweep again and let it go. Last one, and let it go. Shake the arm. Spin it around a little bit. Reverse your circle. Slowly tuck your spine and lift yourself up and see where you are. And then we switch to the opposite side. Find your stance. Release that arm. Now remember, if it's too much for you, you don't have to go all the way up with your arm. Your hand can come behind. You can open your shoulder. Or you bring it all the way up. Breathe. 2, 3. Good. Bring it down. Shake it around. Shake it out. Spin it in one circle. And then the other. And release and roll it up. Bring your hands so your L right into your hip flexors and make it as low as you can go. And see if you can feel that. Maybe you have a little more movement through the joints. And then reverse. Good. Shake it out. You're going to feel that through your legs, so give yourself a minute. Breathe. Take a breath. Come right back into your Tadasana. Feel all sensations that you've activated. Now I'm going to bring both arms forward. When I bring my arms forward, I sink the shoulders down. I'm going right into chair pose. So I want to sit. So this could be enough. Adjust your legs to what's comfortable. Or I can bring it up, sink the shoulders down. Make sure my neck's not tight. Breathe. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Up. Last one. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, lift up. When I lift up, stretch up. Gentle back bend, forward fold. And see where you are here. Now we're going to use this to bring ourselves right back down to the mat. So come right back down here, hands and knees, and pick your child's pose. Let yourself settle. You can keep your arms in Sphinx pose. You can do 1 potato, 2 potato. You can cap your hands and hold your forehead. You can use a block to rest your head. I'm going to use a block because the microphone doesn't let me come down low. And as I breathe in and I breathe out right here, if I can, I soften. I soften the shoulders. I lengthen the back. I take a breath. Slide your hands away, back, whatever you need to do to bring yourself back up. As you bring yourself back up, you're just going to come right off your legs and sit with your legs extended. Measure your legs. See how they are. As you rock a little bit here, just from side to side. Knees are soft. I don't have them locked. I sit up as tall as I can. Breathe. Pause. Flex the feet. Move the head right and left. Make sure the neck's not tight. Notice how much flexion I have here. Take your hands, palms up. Roll the shoulders back. Bring the knees up a little bit. And scoop to the feet. And lift up and then just roll. So we scoop and roll. And scoop and roll. Last one. And scoop and roll. Good. When I come back to neutral, hands behind the back, feet, our heels are on the mat, toes are out, and I rock, little windshield wipers. So be mindful of where your shoulders are. You want to be careful not to collapse. Inhale, lift the chest and the heart without throwing the head back. And breathe. See if you can move the weight into the inside, outside edges of the feet. Get a little bit of a bigger rocking motion. Good. Roll the legs to the right, look to the left, and then roll the legs opposite side, look to the right. Do a couple of these. And then pause and rock again. Good. Release the legs nice and long. Rock a little bit here. See how you can settle. See how you are. Move your head right to left. Hands now. Lift up. Exhale. Sink the shoulders. Hands are parallel. Knees are soft. We're going to stretch that lower back. Just stretch forward and back. You make the legs as big or as small as you need it to be. Shoulders down. They like to creep up. So you feel that pulsing through that lower back. When you land forward this time, anywhere, hands rest anywhere, on your legs or to your feet or anywhere. Don't collapse your head, and if you want, you can rock right here. Little rocking. If you choose. Pause. And now we're just going to transition onto our back. So I'm going to bring myself all the way down. As I bring myself down, I'm just going to bring my hands parallel. Shoulders down, heels are in line with the buttocks. I'm going to use my fingertips to see if I can touch the tips of my fingers to the backs of the heels and soften. Now we're going to go right into a gentle bridge. So I inhale, and as I inhale, I lift up, but I don't go too high. I keep the shoulders down. I feel like the sensation that I can just float myself up. Breathe. Now, bend the elbows, bring the palms toward each other. Imagine that you're holding a huge block and you press one hand into the other and lift up just a little more. Soften the jaw. Take a breath. Exhale, and as you exhale, release from the shoulders and let it all just roll right back down to the floor. When you release to the floor, don't move. Just let the spine settle. Notice where the curve of the back is. Notice where you are in the upper shoulders between the shoulder blades. Good. This time, let your hands rest, fingertips on the outside edges of the ribs, elbows down. You're going to only lift up as far as your arms will allow. So my upper arms are going to control the height. I want to release the shoulders down. I want to press firmly into the feet, but I want to relax. Relax the jaw, relax the neck, relax the eyes. Even relaxing through the hips. Don't over-clench through the thighs. And breathe. So bridge pose is all about connections. Take a breath. Maybe you can go up just a little higher. The connections between your lower body, your upper body, your right and your left side. Connections between your head and your heart. Connections between your head, hands, and feet. Connections between you and your inner self, you and your family, you and your friends, you and the world. So we want to take a breath without judgment, lift up, and then exhale, and just feel the sensation that regardless of whatever it is, we just roll ourselves right back down to feel balanced. As we feel balanced right here, just for a moment, I just slide my hands underneath my head. I don't clasp my fingers. I open up the elbows and I notice the space between the shoulder blades. My thumbs find those little indentations at the back of the head. My feet are grounding me and firm. And now I just gently lift up without pulling the neck. So I'm not pulling anything here. I lift up and now maybe rock that upper back. Work out any kinks in the back of the thoracic spine and the space between the shoulders. Notice if your jaw immediately clenches and soften it. Relax through the face. And then pause and rest. Elbows out to the side. Feel what you feel. Take a breath. And then when you're ready, you lift again. So I tuck that lumbar spine to protect it, and maybe I lift a little higher this time, and I rock a little more slowly. Breathe. Release, and let it go. Rock the feet and the legs. Small little rocking. I'm not going far and I'm not going fast. I'm easing out the sacral spine, the space right above the tailbone. Good. Then I'm going to release my arms, stretch them out right behind me. Stretch them out, stretch them out, stretch them out. Bring my arms all the way up to the ceiling, interlace your hands, and now just keep the feet still, but rock the arms side to side. And see if you can work out any other things that are tight between the shoulder blades. Good. Bring that right leg in and you hug it. Foot is flexed. And I'm stretching that leg all the way up to the sky. Point and flex the foot. Roll it around at the ankle. And reverse. Now I'm going to hold behind the leg. I can hold right behind the thigh, back of the knee. I can bring it all the way up to the back of the calf. I can take one left hand and rest it on the thigh, one hand behind, and I pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shake it. So it's not a pulling. We're just inviting the ligaments, the tendons, the whole leg to soften. Now I can do it again. I can hold behind the legs and pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I shake it out. Last set. Maybe this time you want to point your toes. Maybe you want to make it a little deeper stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shake it out. Cross that leg over the thigh of the left and arms out. Letter T. Look to the right and to the left to make sure your arms are in line with your shoulders. And now you come right into your rocking pigeon and you take a breath. Notice the sensations of the leg we just worked to the one we haven't done yet. Now maybe you want to deepen it. So I lift a hip and I rock it a little deeper. I keep my arms out so that my upper body is grounded. And I feel that sensation, that connection between the hip on the right side with the hip on the shoulder and vice versa. The hips and the shoulders, when the hips are out, the shoulders are out, and the reverse is true. So we want to create that sense of balance. Pause. Release that leg. Notice how it feels. Feel from the inside how this hip may have adjusted. Bring that left leg in and hug it. Flex the foot. Breathe. Be mindful of what the right leg is doing. Don't let it flop out to the side. You want to feel that sense of connection. Pressing into the foot. Feeling where you're making contact with the back of the mat. Stretch the leg. Hold behind the thigh. Flex the foot. Point and flex. Roll around the foot at the ankle. And roll around the opposite way. Breathe. Same thing. You can keep your hands right at the back of the thigh and pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax the leg, shake it out. You can bring it up a little higher if you choose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shake it out. You want a deeper stretch, it's your choice. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can point the toes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax it out, shake it out, cross it over at the ankle, arms back out to the letter T, coming right into your rocking pigeon. Now my gaze is soft. I'm looking toward the ceiling. I'm not hyper-focusing. I'm releasing right through the center of the face. I'm relaxing the jaw down the throat all the way to the base of the throat. I'm rocking gently here. And now if I want, I can make it a little bigger. But if I don't feel that this works for me, I don't do it. So the purpose is to do the practice that works best for you on any given day. And as you rock it out, notice maybe this side feels a little different. I just got a little pop, pop, pop right in the middle of my back. So obviously I had a little tight spot there. Breathe. Come back to neutral, lift the leg, shake it out. Bring both legs up, shake it out, bring the arms up. Shake it out. Shaking activates the nerves endings and it brings energy to the body. Bring the hands to the knees or below the knees and rock. And then when you're ready, you go into your full body stretch. And when you go right into your full body stretch, you take a big yawn, stretch it all out. Moan, go ahead. Sigh. Now we're quickly coming into our Shavasana. I'm going to transition myself up, but you're going to stay right where you are. So if it's comfortable for you to leave your legs extended, that's great. If you need to bend your knees so that you take pressure out of your lower back, do that. If it's more comfortable for you to rest on your side body, go there. If there is some kind of pose or something you need to do, rock, stretch, go into a full body stretch, a little twist, whatever you need, you do that for yourself. Now, as you're resting right here, be aware that gravity is pressing down upon you. As you rest right here, pay attention to how it feels, crown of the head, right down the center of the face. All the way right through the nose, through the center of the lips, center of the throat, and then across the tops of the shoulders. We're going to do a little self-massage to relax the stuff that's tight. So you're going to take your index and middle finger, and you're going to press it right in the center, right above the bridge of the nose, and you press in. So right at that space where you get those 11 lines, and you press in and you slide the fingers all the way up to the hairline. You want to feel a little gentle tug, and then you release that and slide it down. And you want to do 10 of these. As you slide it up, relax the jaw down and away. Slide up, release down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the fascia, which is the connective tissue in the body, starts right above the eyebrow, comes around the head, back of the head, down the backs of the legs to the feet. So if you have a tendency toward tension or headaches, you want to keep this space stretched. So frowning, tension, stress, life brings everything centered and tight. So we want to release that. So we're going to take these 3 middle fingers and bring it right to the center of the forehead, and just gently, with your eyes closed, 10 times. You're going to comb the forehead. You're going to comb and bring it out. And you're going to say, I am relaxed. I am at ease. I am letting go. I am pausing in this space, releasing tension, and bringing to myself this healing touch to relax, to refresh, to renew. And then pause and see how your forehead feels. Take your fingers now, same 3 fingers, bring it right up to your hairline. You bring your elbows in parallel and slide down the front of the face. So you close your eyes and you slide right down, lift the chin a little bit and bring it all the way down to the base of the chin, base of the throat. And you just glide down. Do 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now notice how that feels. Bring those same 3 fingers across, right below the eyes. Keep your eyes closed. And imagine that you're creating space right in the center of your forehead and you're sweeping out to the ears. And you're just coming right across the face. And you're bringing it all the way down across the lips to the jaw. Bring it all the way below the chin. Bring it all the way across the throat. Bring it all the way across top of the chest. And then you start again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pause. And now feel that. Roll your head. If you're on the floor resting on your back, roll your head a little bit from side to side and just soften through the neck. Now take your right hand. You're going to roll your chin about 45 degrees and just take your right hand and just let it rest on the side of your neck. And use the warmth of your hand to soften the tight muscles. And ask yourself, what am I holding and what can I release? And use the warmth of your hands and your own healing touch to relax right here. Jaw, ear, side of the neck, top of the shoulder. And then release that, and then you roll the head opposite side. And you do the same. Just gently tucking the chin, relaxing the back of the head, using your hand to create a little bit of warmth on any muscles here that are tight. And then come back to neutral and roll your head again and see if your neck feels a little better, a little softer. Now, as you rest right here for just a moment, go into your full body stretch. Take a big stretch, stretch it all out. Take a big yawn, stretch it all out. Feel where you created space. Feel where you feel different. Feel where you're open. Bring your knees into your chest and just rock a little bit from side to side. And take your time. And then when you're ready, you roll to whatever side calls to you. And you just rest for a moment. Bring your arm underneath your head and support your head and neck. And just rest on your side. Bring your knees up as close as you can to release the lower back. And just for a few breaths before we transition back up, notice how you feel. Notice what you've shifted. Notice how you feel different from how you started. Notice where you're warmer. Notice maybe your thoughts are not as busy. Notice the breath. And then when you're ready, you slowly and gently transition up. Bring your head up last. Take your time. There's no rush. And as you rest and you sit either cross-legged or with your legs extended, you pick whatever it is that you want. Sitting up nice and tall, just stir the pot a little bit. So you're moving around center. for creating a little bit of space like a funnel for new things to come in. And then you breathe and reverse your circle when you're ready. And just roll it around right here. And then when you come back to neutral, just pause. Take your left hand, thumb up right at the base of the throat, thumb up right at the base of the sternum, pinky right at the base of the belly, right about where the belly button is. And now feel the breath. Feel the gift of the breath. Feel the length of the breath. Feel the rise and fall of the breath. Let it connect to the elements of the earth, that sensation like a wave that washes up gently onto a beach, and then you exhale and it takes it away. But then you have another opportunity to take another breath. And as you breathe in and you breathe out right here, sink the shoulders down and away from the ears. And now give yourself a compliment. Today I am. And only fill yourself up. If you need to move your hands, you move your hands to another place that's comfortable for you. Today I am relaxed, healing, loved, courageous, patient. Today I feel. How do you feel? But only focus on the positive. I feel strong. I feel relaxed. I feel at ease. Today I know, but this knowing is an intuitive knowing. Today I know that I am my own person and I'm doing the best that I can for my own self. Today I love. And what is it that you love about this day? Remember, this day only comes once. It never repeats. So we have an opportunity to find new things in this day. And then bring it right up to your awareness, right at the throat. And think of a word. What's a word that will help you, heal you, support you, nourish you? Today, I am speaking words that will help me, heal me, support me, nourish me. And then we just continue right up the body, right to the center of the forehead. And I think, what is it you think? Thinking only words that will heal, support, be creative, focus on intuitive things, imaginative things. And then right up through the crown of the head. Today, I understand that what I put into my body comes back out. So if I feed myself with things that are affirmations, that are positive, that are healing, that are nourishing, that are opportunities for a new thought, I create a new thought. I create more space. I create a space for healing. I feel a space for feeling balanced and at ease. What is it that you understand? And then as you breathe in, just reach up and create this funnel. So you lift up and you create more space, stretch it up, sink the shoulders down. And bring in courage, patience, healing, opportunity, pure potentiality, creativity, problem solving. Just bring it all the way down, bring your hands down, let it just wash right over you like a beautiful, warm, gentle rain. And then sweep around, because when you live in a place where you open yourself up to things that are positive, there's no place for fear or lack. So you want to fill yourself up with things that allow you to be the best person that you are, in a body that's filled with that acknowledgement that your life is filled with abundance. You have everything you need. You bring it up and you center yourself and you connect and you align and you shift and you move. And one more time, hand to heart, hand to belly, and you let it ground. And as you breathe in right now, give yourself a compliment. And then open up your arms and embrace the space that belongs to you and lean forward and gather more and give yourself a hug. May I always be surrounded with love in a space that's healing and warm and nourishing and allows me to flourish. And then I open up the arms and I embrace more and I bring it in and I hold it to myself so that I never feel depleted, that I'm always allowing myself be the true expression of who I am, who I was born to be, who I am meant to be. And then I sweep my hands out and I seal the practice with Anjali Mudra. So we bring the two palms together and we connect north and south and east and west, and we let it land right at the heart. Because that is where you are yourself, and that is where you are home. And that is enough. Namaste. Namaste, everybody. Have a great day. Please drink plenty of water. Have a great rest of your day. Eat something nourishing, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.